SmackDown took place from Brooklyn, New York, in the Barclays Center, which is the venue that hosted 4 consecutive SummerSlams. You started to show off with Daniel Bryan, and it's quite apropos that he looks the way he did to start the decade as he is to end the decade, because he has that same shaved face. And he's Bryan Danielson here. That's what he looks like. Looks like the whole American Dragon before he came into the WWE. So he comes out, he cuts a promo, he talks about how his daughter had to see him with his hair shaved and she didn't recognize him after they did that angle and Bray ripped his hair out. He talks about the match, and he kicked Bray Wyatt's ass at TLC. Then Bray comes on the screen, and Bray cuts a promo on Daniel Bryan. And then when Bray's about to... Bray didn't come out. Actually, Daniel Bryan was cutting a promo on the Bray. Instead of Bray Wyatt coming out, The Miz came out. Miz comes out, he cuts a promo on Daniel Bryan. This goes on and on. I'm just bored with this. I don't care about The Miz and Daniel Bryan. It's like The Miz keeps trying to warn Daniel Bryan, and they go back and forth. And of course, King Corbin comes out. Who gives a fuck? This sucks. And they have a fight. They're both attacking Corbin. They go after him, and all of a sudden Dolph Ziggler comes out, and he super kicks Bryan and Miz, lays them both out. You have Miz and Ziggler Corbin and Ziggler stand strong, and that sets up a tag match to main event. Who cares about these fucking bumps? This segment sucks. So we're backstage, and you have the match official. You have that later tonight. Then we go backstage with Kathy Kelly, and she's interviewing Heavy Machinery. They're asked about their confidence after losing last week. Tucker says Otis's feelings were hurt when Cesaro threw that ham down. Otis says he enjoys ham. Tucker and they talks about the ham, and all of a sudden Mandy Rose comes in. She gives Otis a present. She says she got his name in Secret Santa and got him a present, and she gives him a giant ham, and she gives him a big kiss on the cheek. And Otis loves it. This is actually a cute story. This is funny. I actually hope they continue. I think it's actually pretty entertaining. Next, you go to Heavy Machinery against the Revival, and the Revival came out before the match and cut a promo. From what I've heard, their contracts are up in a couple months, so that'll be it for them. They're done. I fully expect them in AEW to feud with the Young Bucks, and that'll make the Young Bucks happy. But I think that's it. And this was also a Miracle on 34th Street fight, and they do that every damn Christmas. And they'll do it on Raw, too. They did some, it's all Christmas stuff. They have Christmas cookies. They did a spot through a Christmas table. They beat each other up with weapons. It was messy. It was sloppy. It was that kind of match. And the Revival are kind of how they want to do real wrestling. And not going to happen here because they're out soon, and they're going to be jobbed out. Otis and Tucker with the win, and Heavy Machinery gets the win. After the match, Otis gets the ham and goes to the back, and they're still setting that up. We go backstage, and we see Dana Brooke, and she's chatting with Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and then Lacey Evans enters, and she's bringing her daughter, and she holds her daughter's hand, and she interacts with Dana and Alexa, and this sets up a big angle later in the show with Lacey. Otis walks in the back with the ham, and then all of a sudden he sees Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville talking. Sonya says she has a match, and she leaves. Otis apologizes for what happened to the ham, and he says that she's all right. And then she hugs Otis, and this is the most awkward thing. Otis' sweat is so bad that Mandy's entire dress gets covered in sweat, and she walks off. That was it was just stupid. I don't mind this story. I think it's kind of funny. I did it earlier actually, but it's a fine storyline. Mandy leaves. I thought it was pretty funny, but they're gonna build it up, and I thought it was a little cute, to be honest. I don't mind it. Scott Dawson and Dash Rod are in the ring, and they complain about the garbage in the ring. Dash starts cutting a promo. He's pissed off. He's talking about sports entertainment. He's angry. Elias interrupts him, and he makes his way down to the ring. He cuts a promo on that, makes a Caitlyn Jenner joke in 2019. And then eventually he just embarrasses him, and this sucks. Braun Strowman's in the back. He's talking to Sami Zayn. He shows up to talk to him. He says he is not here to recruit Braun to his group. And then Braun starts getting mad about Sami for ruining Christmas. Cesaro and Nakamura show up, and they ask if there's a problem. He's trying to be nice, and sets up a match later in the show. I guess he wants Braun to team with the New Day. You have Carmella come out for her women's match against Sonya Deville. I don't see what they're doing with any of these two. Neither don't have much of an introduction for either one. Quick match up here. Carmella gets the win. She submits Sonya Deville, so any chance Sonya's going to get a push is squandering or getting jobbed out to Carmella on TV. Up next for WWE is the Royal Rumble. I'm sure having 2 Rumbles again, and they gotta really do a better job building them up, because it's still Christmas, doesn't matter anywhere. It's a holiday season, no one gives a shit right now, but they gotta do a better job building up the Rumble. It's just not that exciting. They show Sheamus. He talks what happened on SmackDown. Pretty boring promo, don't really care. You had Big E and Kofi Kingston against Nakamura and Cesaro. Decent matchup here, went on for a while, went through a commercial break. They do these matches quite a bit. They do it to kill time on shows. Kofi Kingston and Big E get the win here after Kofi gets an inside cradle. After the match, however, Nakamura and Cesaro attack Big E and Kofi. Sami Zayn comes in the ring to stop, and then he joins in the attack. However, Braun Strowman makes his way to the ring. He hits him with the shoulder tackle. He does that whole running out of the side of the ring, doing the big shoulder slam and flipping you over. He is ready to get back at Miz. He's sorry. Reading ahead. He hits a splash. We go backstage, and Daniel Bryan's getting ready, and the Miz stops by, and he wants to thank him for saving for him at TLC. Daniel Bryan still hates the Miz. They're still mad at each other, so at least they're continuing that. I mean, it wasn't too long ago when they had that huge blow up and they almost fought for real. That was pretty funny, to be honest. Actually, that was crazy, to be honest. I remember that whole blow up on that WWE talk show. Up next, you had Sasha Banks come out, and she's there to accompany the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley, who's facing Dana Brooke. Non-title matchup. This didn't go on for too long. I don't know what they're doing with Dana Brooke. They kind of want to give her a push, but not really. Quick matchup here. Wasn't too long. Dana Brooke got some offense in. Bayley gets the win eventually. She hits the headlock driver. 1, 2, 3. Bayley with the win. After the match, Bayley and Sasha have some words for Dana Brooke. They're talking shit to her. Lacey Evans comes out, and then Sasha and Bayley leave the ring. Lacey then takes them, actually calls out Sasha Banks, calls her a legit bully, and she asks her to wrestle her. So you have Sasha Banks against Lacey Evans. This doesn't go on too long. Sasha and Lacey are setting up a big angle here. They fight. They go to the outside. Eventually, it's a double count out. However, what happens is Sasha is beating up Lacey Evans in front of her husband and her little daughter. Her daughter's match even tries to hit Sasha. It's a double DQ. Sasha argues with Lacey's daughter after the match. She taunts her after she beats up her mother. Lacey gets mad. She goes after Sasha, beats up Sasha. Bayley tries to help, but Lacey takes care of Bayley. Dana Brooke eventually pushes. She grabs Lacey Evans to get her away from it. They're separated, and that's how they set up the big whole angle with Sasha and Lacey. That sets up a match, I assume, with them at a big show, but it looks like they're going to give Lacey Evans a push. I don't know much for Sasha or Bayley, but I think Lacey is definitely getting a push. She'll get a win over Sasha before she probably faces Bayley at the Royal Rumble. I think that's the direction, most likely. Up next, main event time. Daniel Bryan and The Miz against King Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. I don't care about Corbin. This match went through a commercial. Who gives a shit about this? Bryan and Miz with the win. Ziggler taps out to after Daniel Bryan hits a running knee. He taps out to the S-Lock. After the match, we are told Daniel Bryan, Miz, and Corbin will be in a number one contenders triple threat match next week. They're in the ring, and then all of a sudden the lights go down, and we hear Bray Wyatt laughing as the show ends. So that was it. That was SmackDown tonight, and we continue on the journey. So actually, on the road to the end of the year. Not only it's the end of the year, it's the end of the decade. So expect a year-end review coming up very soon for my awards of who was the best wrestler this year.